Hlukanise obumlandela umuntu obumlandela umona mina ngeke niyenze lutho mina ngiyogcina ngabo umbeka amabala bala bala shona philo mhlaba kulkoni Umhlaba kulkoni akuthuleke kanje la umpokolo zakagogo nje umpokolo zakagogo ngimdala kanje Are you taking a mic? Yeah. All right. Keep my earphone. It's all right.
Wow. You know what? You know what? This. The last song your track, my brother. I had to play it because we kind of like had hiccups, but I feel like we have to end the interview on a very positive note. And I just want to say to each and everyone that's listening that we really appreciate you and thank you for staying with us. And I had to play that last song before we say our goodbyes, and I wanted so bad to, for you to finish your story and for me to say my thank you and my goodbyes, and appreciate the young lady that has actually served the interview, and first day of being a presenter. You actually did well, and I really appreciate my brother. I'll just give you 2 minutes to, I know that we had to go to the news and we got cut off somehow, but I feel like we still have quite a few things that we need to, finish off before we go on to my mix. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be a mix of our house, but I would rather take a little bit of that time for us to close the interview, because I know that you traveled so far just to give me this interview, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate the lady behind the camera, and I appreciate everyone that's been tuned in. But my brother, you were actually talking about something that's actually everything. That's why I said your songs were are the kind of songs that kind of like talks to my spirit, and you talk about things that when you talk about my mom, I feel some type of way. I feel like my mom, when I looked at my mom, she was like a superwoman. I'm sure for every kid, when you look at your mom, there is something that you ask yourself, how did she manage to
she do it?
And then and it's like a story for every child. It's not just me, it's not just you, but to hear another person actually, talking what their moms went through, and what your mom's gone through. I don't know what it is with women. I don't even know how we can say
Something else.
So when you were talking, and the other fortunate thing that I felt like this was history for me, because you've never shared that story anywhere. This was the first time that it was shared here on a UK radio station, where it was actually shared in Zulu. You understand? And when it was shared in Zulu, Zulu is the language that now I'm just gonna throw a little bit of shade. Just because it's important that as a man, if you appreciate a woman, if that's how you appreciate your mother, it means that you know how to treat a woman. Do you understand? Because women go through a lot in this day and age. It's like we're still living in the 10th century or whatever, because they're still fighting for their rights. They were still fighting for their rights when black people were fighting to be free. But even the other women, that gender, were still fighting. And then what you were talking about, what your mom went through, and a lot of things, they kind of like it touched me. And I thought I'll give you the time to just finish that. And I need you to kind of like go on top of it, and then we've got like 5 minutes to do this, and I hope this time we'll do it right. It's over to you.
Mfowethu, ngiyajabula kakhulu ngoba ngiyacosha ukuthi uthini. Kusho ukuthi ukubonga ukukhulisa kwami umama wami kanjena. Kusho ukuthi nginekhen nanawo wonke umuntu wesifazane. Kusho ukuthi wonke umuntu wesifazane nginalo uthando. Uma nginothando lukamama, nginalo uthando lomuntu wesifazane futhi. Ngiyabonga kakhulu lokho nokuthi lo mlayezo okokuqala njengoba ngiyethula la ngiyudlulise ngomusic.
He's just saying that because he has such much appreciation for his mom, he has appreciation for all women everywhere, and the way that he's able to relay his messages through music.
Bomlando lokho ngoba abantu bayasasonke isimo sasekhaya, even namanje ngoba umuzi wasekhaya usushintshile, bayawazi usaxakekiwe umama esasikhulisa ngemali yepension. No, ngemali le sibonelo sakahulumeni. Bayawazi ukuthi noma usushintshile.
Welcome to Diaz.
No, now she's
sorry,
talking.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Right, bad.
No, he's just saying everybody knew the situation back home in Luti, how they grew up, that the mom was living through government benefits.
Shintshile ngizodlulisa amazwi ukuthi ngiqinisa noma ngikhuthaza wonke umuntu okhona nje ophilayo, ngoba kuyiqiniso ukuthi wonke umuntu wesilisa okhona ozelwe nomuntu ophila ngaphansi komthunzi welanga ukhulisa umama. Ngizocela ukuthi ngimnikeze umphako noma ngimnikeze umlayezo ukuthi akabehlale phansi abheke nje umama wakhe, acabange ukuthi basuka phi nomama wakhe, acabanga ukuthi njengoba elephila namhlanje umama wakhe kusukela esese
He's just saying that he encourages everyone everywhere because everybody that's here on this earth under the sun is born of a woman. So he encourages everyone to just look at their mom and think how they got here and how far they've come and the struggles that they go through.
If you still have your mom, just embrace that woman. Some of us don't have our moms and that. When you hear someone talking about their moms like this, it kind of like, it's a beautiful feeling because sometimes some people that don't even know what they've got, and then when your mom is gone, you're starting to pinch yourself. I should have, I could have. So my brother, I just want to say I appreciate you. I appreciate your music, and I pray and I hope that we kind of like introduce your music to a different community because the reason why I wanted this interview so bad is that I wanted a person that does not understand isiZulu, but feel your music and understand your music because music is a universal language. Already you've got people that actually listen to your music but they don't understand it. So that was my dream that, you know what, let's do this, and then finally we managed to do it. But I just wanna, before I want you to tell me all your handles. How can people get hold of you? All your Instagram, Facebook, and your performances. Where I know that you were performing yesterday, but just give people more about how they can get hold of you.
Okay. Abantu abadinga ukulandela noma ukwazi kabanzi ngomthandeni noma ngigcokama Elisha.
People can find it.
Yebo. Abafisa ukwazi ngeKey noma ngenkosi yamaskandi. Bengangilandela kulama page alandelayo. Ku Facebook ngomthandeni igcokama Elisha Mandela.
Okay, Umthandeni. Can you spell Umthandeni for me?
Umthandeni, MTHAND.
Oh,
E-N-I.
There, the English came out.
I had to see it in
You
front
know
of
what?
me.
Umthandeni, MTHANDENI. That's what's up. Yeah, on Facebook, am I right?
On Facebook, no, kuyafana. Now YouTube.
So it's everywhere.
Umthandeni.
It's the same on all
Same,
platforms.
kuyafana on platform uqala ngomthandeni. Umthandeni King useshe uzothola yonke into.
Is there any opportunity that you coming back for a performance in the UK again?
Maningi amathuba ngoba namanje akhona ama-gig engiziwashiye. Khona ama-gig engiziwashiye maningi amathuba ukuthi ngiphinde ngibuye UK. Kodwa futhi into enginotisile sengizoba mningi lapha emazweni aphesheya. Kodwa kuyisifiso sami yangizwa. Emazweni lapha entshonalanga ngisazobuya kodwa kuyisifiso sami.
He's gonna come back to the Western countries, but it's his wishes to.
Raise your voice. Yeah, raise your voice because in life,
you understand that the man just spoke proper English right now.
Raise your voice.
Did you get that? But on the other hand, my brother, I'm just gonna close this off, and then I'm just gonna tell you, I appreciate you. You are an inspiration. You are proud of who you are. I wish all the young people could be proud of your attire, proud of your language, proud of your music, proud of your culture, proud of your heritage. I've been pushing our South African arts and culture for over 20 years in the UK. You understand? I've pushed a lot of artists. I've brought a lot of artists in this country. I'm talking about big artists that actually now are international. Where you are sitting right now, this is the first place where Black Coffee performed. And people don't know that. Black Coffee performed just across there. So for me,
so njengamanje nje lo ohlala ekhona kwakuyihlala sokuqala uBlack Coffee owaperforma khona
just opposite.
Okay. Say it again.
Say again. Uhlezi eqhuzela ukuthi umuntu ufuna iqhenye ukuthi bavelaphi. So lapho uhlala lapho uhleli khona nje across the street lana nje dance center.
This is just
khona nje uBlack Coffee waqala khona ukuperforma international.
And this is just an example of a small thing that I can tell you. I can take you. it means I want you to understand why I wanted this interview, why I couldn't let you go. Because for me, my culture, my art, my being African, my being black, my being, I'm more African than South African. Do you understand? Because for me, it's bigger than that. And for me, my art, my culture is so important that I share it with the world. Because what it is the world needs to see and hear Africa for what it is. You understand? So for people like you to come here, the performance that I saw, the songs that you sing about, they've got a meaning. And for an interview that I did with Black Hoff about 15 years ago, where he was talking about an incident where there was an accident and things like that, those are the things that move me, because as a human being, there are situations that when you get into those situations, you sometimes quit, sometimes give up. We've lost a big star in South Africa, Rick, because of us as African men. We don't talk about things, but we don't appreciate each other while we are still alive. So when I'm saying this, I'm actually giving you your flowers while you are alive. And I know so much about yourself that you don't know, because I've been following, you understand? And I know what you stand for. That's why even when you come here to be proud Zulu, I'm proud of who I am. You understand? I can speak Zulu right now. Ngakhuluma nawe impela sikhuluma Zulu. Yes. Understand that? You see, but I did not want that, because I wanted certain people that are in to understand what you come with, because if this young lady wasn't here, we were gonna lose an opportunity to actually have this conversation and talk about the things, talk about families, talk about what affects us as Africans, talk about the importance of music.
Ngifuna ukuqondisa lolu ulimi mfowethu, ngiyajabula kakhulu, ngiyaqonda futhi ukuthi uzama ukwenelisa abalaleli bohlelo lwakho. Ngizobonga kakhulu mfowethu ukuthi sikwazi ukuhloniphana mangithi ngicela ukukhuluma ngesizulu. Ngifuna ukucacisa ke ngoba kunabantu abasuka emakhaya abawazi ngomaskandi abala UK. Nina abafowethu lapha eUK ngifuna ukunenza nibe clear kulento. Hayi ngoba isizingisi mina ngingasizwa noma ngingasazi. Angifundanga yebo kangako ngoba akunawo ama degree nama diploma, uyabona. Kodwa isingisi ngiyasazi. Ngiyahlala ngiyaphila nabantu isikhathi esiningi ngiphila nabantu abakhuluma ulimi lwaseNtshonalanga. Kodwa into ebalulekile njengamanje, ngithini ke ngalabo bantu abagcwele ipage lapha yana, laba bantu abathenga umculo wami, labantu abangisuse from down baze bangibeka lapha engikhona, bese ngishintsha mina njengopresident ophethe oqhamuka eUmxhosa, mayiseshintsha mayise upresident use deliver speech sakhe nge-English, you understand? Bakhona president.
I do appreciate that, and I get what you're saying, because right now we talking one-on-one, and we actually gonna close this on a very positive. I genuinely appreciate you, and you've got love and respect for your supporters. I'm the same thing. I'm standing my right because I'm speaking in English, because this is an all English radio station, you understand? And I am sticking to my people that actually listen to my show, that come for the music. But I felt like they could learn something from this thing, and I appreciate you for you being you. You understand? A lot of people nowadays are fake. They are not who they are. We live for social media. We live certain different lives. But you've come here, you stood your ground.
Uselapha endaweni ukuthi abantu abaningi bayifake ngoba futhi ngiyabuzwa siyashalela manje ngithi
asama ngidele mina
kunezinto eziningi la njengamanje thina abaculi kunomculi oboost, kunabaculi ababoost ama page, uboost ipage into enjenayo ngoba kufanele simchazele mhlawumbe abanye baba abantu abazi. Awusakwazi ukujudge iartist manje ngefollowing elinayo ema-pageini nakuphi ngoba kuthengwa ama-robot, ayathengwa ama-robot. Mawujaji artist manje.
Remember, there's someone who doesn't understand our language at all. So
it's just saying you can't judge a musician based on their following, because the following, some people, there's just robots and stuff that are buying this music, so the music is not really substantive or representative of the musician themselves.
Iyodwa indlela yokujaja umthandeni. Uma ufuna ukwazi ukuthi umthandeni unefollowing engakanani.
There's one
bukela ama-likes, nama-comments.
Okay, what would you leave our listeners with? What message would you give to the world? Now, remember, you're not giving a message to South Africa. You're giving a message to the world. What message would you give?
Okay.
If I was to say goodbye, my brother, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you.
Yes.
It's over to you. I've given people where they can get you, but now I need you to say your goodbye. And what would you say to the world right now?
Umlayezo noma umlayezo engushiya kubalaleli
that I will leave with the listeners.
ukuthi ngicela ukuthi lapha bakhona emakhaya abadumise uNkulunkulu ngoba
Is that what they are? They should praise God.
ngoba insuku masibuka umhlaba wonke inkinga ezikhona nezimpi ezikhona
So when you
nezifo
look at the whole world and the wars that are going on and the diseases that are going on,
siyabona ukuthi umhlaba usuyagoqa.
yeah, we can see that the world is ending.
Thank you so much, my brother. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. And thank you so much for coming. And for the 5th time, Tropelazi, thank you so much, Mamshomo, for coming to the radio and rescuing us. But my message to you and everyone that follows Umaskandi is I think you guys, together, you can move mountains. Let's all come together and do one thing and speak with one voice. And togetherness, you can never divide it will fall. I know that nowadays we kind of like a lot of people enjoy the division, but let's all come together. That's all I'm asking because the music is too good.
Uthi umfowethu wozani bafowethu ningabantu abamaskandi sihlangane sikhule ngamandla ethu sihlangene singaba namandla okukhulula ngisho intaba.
We are lose.
Asibumbane.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for coming in. And for my deep Afro house lovers, I just want to say I apologize to you because I know we've taken 30 minutes, and I'm sure you would appreciate that we took that time to actually talk about something that means something to someone. I'm sure we inspired someone somewhere. Yeah, definitely next week is going to be good music, beautiful music, and thank you so much.
Sengivala kakhulu ngizothanda ukuthi ekhaya ngikhonzele ozakwethu ukuthi abaculi bamaskandi baningi lapha ekhaya baningi abaculi bamaskandi ngizothanda ubakhonzela ngoba lapha engikhona ngiplatform enkulu kuno Mfezi Emnyama kuno Hluzani kuno Esicebi Nkosi yamagcokama kuno Duma kahle kuno Jiva Zimnike
It's just that
baningi
artists
kakhulu.
would like to appreciate.
Yebo nje ngizama ukuthi abafowethu labo esicula nabo maskandi engifisa ukuthi ngelinye ilanga sibe nabo lapha noma beze lapha emazweni asentshona lama social ingoma. Ngiyabathanda kakhulu abafowethu ekhaya nami ngizodlala igig yokugcina bese ngibuyela ekhaya. Ngiyathanda ukuthi mangibuyela ekhaya ngibuye sengibuya lapha ibhano eseligcwele lithe insizwa social ingoma sibhinqa amabheshu sibhola imbadada kube mnandi lapha emazweni asentshona la.
He just said he would like it when he comes back again for the plane to be filled with Maskandi singers, everyone just in a culture where everyone's singing and spreading the music of Maskandi.
Thank you so much, good people. This was the king of Umaskandi, and we had a beautiful interview today on Revolution Radio. Big up to each and everyone that's been tuned in. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you, my brother. I love you so much, good people. I'm just going to leave you with a beautiful mix. My Afro House mix is DJ MK, Revolution Radio. That's where you went. 96.1. That's what's up.
Siyabonga.